Lake Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school boys varsity basketball. We are here at Russia High School Gymnasium where the Anna Rockets will take on the Russia Raiders. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Brewer and Emily Gogan. And now for your
Grand Lake Health System, Clope Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Quality Meats, Sydney Ogles Audiology, NKTelco. Those are our thank you to those fine sponsors here tonight, bringing you here Shelby County Athletic League basketball here from the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium. Brandon Copeman here along with Scott Fry. The 5-1 Anna Rockets take on the 2-4 Russia Raiders. And Scott, Anna 5-1 coming off a big non-conference win over Minster. I know you were at that game, and Anna played really well.
Yeah, they sure did, and their MO is to shoot from outside, and man, they did that. McCain Finkenbein got things rolling for Anna. He had 6 of 7 before 2 minutes into the second quarter, three-pointers. He had 18 points on the board, and Anna just kept it a big lead all night and closed out the MAC-leading Minster Wildcats. So Anna's off to a great start with that 5-1 record.
And looking here on the flip side, the home team, the Russia Raiders, 2-4. They come off a loss to a very good Jackson Center team, 57-35. They led at the end of the first quarter, but this is a very young team, only starting one senior. The rest are freshmen or sophomores. So Coach Dave Borch is going to have a little bit of an uphill battle here tonight.
Sure, he may, but you know, this bodes well for the big picture. You got young guys getting varsity minutes at this stage of their career in 2 and 3 years. That's going to make a huge difference. And like you said, they're young, they're growing, and they should be definitely a force to be reckoned with in the Shelby County Athletic League here in years to come.
Anna and Russia here next. We'll be here. We'll have the starting lineup, keys, and the tip-off here next on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clope Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopedoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Please support the following sponsors: the Russia Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying Service Center, New Bremen Coffee Company, Sassy Sisters Designs, K&M Imports, Modern Ag Supply, Howl of a Good Time Grooming Salon, Goodyear Shoe Service.
Back here at the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium where the Rockets and Raiders ready to hit it off here. Let's look at the starting lineups brought to you by Sydney Ogles Audiology for Anna. They'll go like this: McCain Finkenbein, Zach Ambos, Jacob Robinson, Isaac McDermott, and Ben Kovacs for head coach Nathan Barhorst here again. The Rockets, Shelby County League champions in 2018 and 19. And also, I believe last year too, so they are actually 3-time defending Shelby County League champions are the Anna Rockets here. Have one loss in the Shelby County League. They'll face the Russia Raiders. Let's take a look at the Raiders lineups. They'll start out like this: sophomore Zane Shappy, senior Jonathan Bell, number 12, freshman forward Hayden Quinter.
6-foot sophomore, number 35.
Sophomore, number 35, forward Xavier Flippo. And rounding out the lineup, 6'2" sophomore, number 42, Ben Bowman. Raiders are led by third-year head coach Dave Borchers, formerly longtime JV coach with the Raiders, took over the reins in 2018. Now, Scott, let's look at our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. First, for the Anna Rockets.
Yeah, so Anna, talking with Coach Barhorse, they want to establish their tempo. They've got a pace they want to run, and that's how they're going to roll. They also want to put pressure on this Russia offense for 32 minutes, and they're going to contend all shots on defense.
And now looking for the home team, the Russia Raiders.
Coach Borchers wants to defend the dribble drives of Mastler, Finkenbein, and put a wall up for Kovacs. They want to get ball movement on offense to create open looks, and then they want to challenge all of the Anna three-point shots.
Again, those are the keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. We get underway. The Raiders win the tip, and they strike quickly. Jonathan Bell, the lone senior in the starting lineup, gets the Raiders on the board quickly.
Just a nice little up and in. Good start for Russia.
Rockets working it around. Some new faces here. Finkenbein, deep three. And you talked about him earlier, Scott, and that was a deep pass and a quick travel.
Yeah, you're going to see this all night long from Finkenbein. Man, he can light it up from out there, and that was a college depth three-pointer for sure. And that was even contested a bit. And just a nice job on that shot. So 3-2 Anna.
And so the winners quality meets replay there as they work it in. Ambos over to Robinson. Another three from Finkenbein off the iron to go the way of the Raiders. Yeah.
So Russia now with one turnover already off that quick travel. We'll see if they can get something else going here on offense.
Again, you talked, Scott, too, about pressure. Anna showing a full court pressure here, too.
Yeah, right out of the gate, that's one of the keys to the game, is they want to press this Russia offense all night. No easy buckets.
Shappy tries to make a move on the inside. He kisses it off the glass, and the Raiders reclaim the lead.
Nice job. Quick up and in around the defense. Nice move there for Shappy.
Shappy averaging 11 points a game to lead the Raider offense this year. Shappy was the second leading scorer last year on the Raider team that finished 7-16. Deep three there. Finkenbein, the offensive board, tipped at the net. There'll be another opportunity here for the Rockets as they play fast, kiss off the glass, and Ben Bowman is going to come down with the ball.
Yeah, you're right. Anna has that tempo, and again, another key of the game is to play at their tempo, and they don't waste any time down there in their half-court set. And a quick turnover now by Russia.
Finkenbein looks up in the forecourt. Wild pass into the Russia cheerleaders.
That young lady did a nice job of getting her head down. That could have been a bad situation.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
That's right. Well, the gym, the size of it, the cheerleaders are right there off the baseline, so definitely got to keep your wits about you.
Shappy will work it off as they'll clear out the Anna pressure. Give it up to Bell on the right wing. Bell looking to make a move on the inside, gets a screen, kicks it out Quinter. Pass and corner, deep three from Shappy. That rattles out, and Robinson comes down with it.
Wait, nice ball movement on the part of the Raiders that time, just unable to get that good-looking three to fall.
Wide open shot there for McDermott, no good. Bowman comes down with the rebound.
A couple early misses inside for Anna, uncharacteristic of them. Well, Russia, so far, 2 field goals and a missed three.
Coach Dave Borchers wants a timeout. It's a 30-second. We'll keep it. Well, let's say we got an injured player here on the floor. We'll keep it here. There's an injured player on the floor. That'll bring in freshman number 24, Braden Monin, a 6-foot guard averaging 3.8 points a game. Just got promoted to full-time varsity. Had 9 points against Jackson Center Friday night.
Nothing like trial by fire coming in against the Jackson Center Tigers as a freshman. But again, if these guys can all stay healthy and stay in the program, it's good minutes for these freshmen.
Quinter works the ball left wing, flips it over to Flippo, back over to Shappy, tries to go high-low on the inside to Bowman, kisses it off the glass, and the Raiders are up 6-3.
Nice ball movement around the perimeter, nice entry pass, and Bowman finishes strong there, so 6-3 Raiders.
Anna trying to work it around. They've won SAL, lost to Botkins, have not lost a game since then. Very good record for a team that has won the district 2 years in a row. A very talented Anna squad who's had claim to the league title 3 years in a row. As they will have a set piece out under their own basket, 5:15 remaining, 6-3 Raiders on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Looks like that was obviously tipped off of a Raider. Little errant skip pass.
Oh, and Finkenbein there on the 3. Comes down. That's a good design. They kind of use a body there to get Finkenbein open, just couldn't connect.
Yep, that was a good look there. His hottest spots seem to be up at the top of the circle. Seems to do a little better. He's a 40% three-point shooter on the season.
Flippo works his way on the inside against Robinson, and the Raiders doing pretty well inside, even though the Rockets have got a size advantage.
No, Rushi's just doing a good job of being patient and looking for that passing lane, working the ball around and making easy baskets. That's what it's all about.
Ambos worked the ball at the top of the wing, the football kicker. There on the inside, there's going to be a jump ball. The arrow will favor the Rockets. As we have a substitute, Isaiah Masteller. Actually, we had a little bit of a mishap in our starting lineups there. Isaiah Masteller not starting. Masteller, a 6'2" senior. I think we had in our graphic there. Masteller goes on the slip on the inside to Robinson, no good. And Shappy comes down with the rebound.
Raiders now doing a nice job of cleaning the glass at the defensive end off of all these Anna missed shots. 4 rebounds already for the Raiders to just 2 for Anna. But it's hard to get rebounds if your opponent's making baskets.
Exactly, you know, sometimes that distorts the rebounding advantage sometimes if you're making shots, you know. So Raiders will have an 8-3 lead. They'll try to add to it here on a 6-0 run. Flippo on the block over to Shappy. He takes a deep 3 off the iron. Quinter comes down with the rebound. He goes up strong, and Hayden Quinter works his way in the box score, and the Raiders are on an 8-0 run.
And the importance of offensive rebounds, you see it right there. Nice 7-point lead here early for Rushi. Off to a great start.
McDermott wide open under the basket, and we'll have a chance to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play, and desperately needed there by the guys in green.
Well, that's one of the keys is stopping Kovacs, excuse me, down low. And that time, for the first time tonight, he's able to tally for the Rockets.
Again, a tall team here. You talked about the Rockets. McDermott 6'4", Kovacs 6'4", Robinson 6'4". Can't complete the 3-point play, but that's a tall team in this area.
They've got a junior they'll bring in off the bench, Carter Brandewy, that goes 6'6". So, yep, they're long.
Again, one of the tallest teams in the area, let alone the Shelby County League. High low to Bowman on the inside. Wild shot, no good.
That's the first missed field goal of the night for Rushi. It was a great entry pass.
And talk about great passes right up there, right there to Kovacs.
Yeah, and that's the Anna tempo. They like to move the ball right up the floor. You notice now, though, they've taken that pressure off because Rushi had done such a nice job of backing off the pressure and scoring down there. The press is kind of a live by the sword, die by the sword.
Ambos gets a steal. Masteller up in the clear behind the pack to Finkenbein, and that was a nice pass by Isaiah Masteller.
He's a master with ball control and ball movement. Excellent play there by the Rockets.
And of a blink of an eye, it was 10-3. Now it's 10-9. Zane from Shappy from 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Hayden Quinter, and he puts it in. Coach Nate Barhorst wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching boys high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
And back here at the Claire Cinevo Gymnasium, the Rushi Raiders on this lead the Anna Rockets 12-9 on the Green Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports. You know, the Raiders is 10-3 there, but the Rockets have caught a little fire here offensively lately and have narrowed the gap to 12-9.
Yeah, their tempo. They've played really great transition off of a made basket or a rebound and move the ball up the floor before Rushi can get set back there and play defense, and it's paid dividends. 6 quick points And want to call out the Russia student section cheerleaders and pep band for ugly sweater night as we approach that most sacred of holidays, right? Christmas.
Yeah, and it's tough too. You talk about like things you like about high school sports is definitely the student involvement. It's tough. You can't have as much of that this year with the COVID restrictions. So
now it's good to see them having a good time and the pep band getting it done. Good stuff.
Ambos working around who? Masteller. Masteller, a big part of last year's team. Robinson from 3, and we're knotted back up at 12. Jacob Robinson.
He's not afraid to shoot. He had, golly, I think he had 18 Saturday night for Anna. He's not afraid to put it up.
And that quick Anna defense causes a turnover. They are flying around. Ambos up over to Robinson for 3. Falls off the iron. And Bowman gets the rebound.
Again, that transition game. Great ball movement for Anna, getting good open looks. Unfortunately for Robinson, that one didn't drop.
Raiders work it around. It's Quinter, freshman here, 4 points early. Quinter works it over to Bell, being guarded by Ambos. Back over to Quinter. High-low, over to Bowman. Can't finish on the inside, tipped out. That should be Anna ball, and it is.
Again, another nice entry pass. Bowman's doing a great job of establishing his position down inside, nice and clean and smooth. But Anna, with that length, able to defend once they get that ball down in the paint.
Number 25, Connor McKinney in the lineup, and we got to look at the Raiders. Looks like they're coming out. We'll see if this is kind of a zone look here from them.
Sure does, like a 2-3.
Yep.
Try to get into some of those passing lanes. Anna's had a fair amount of success moving the ball, so switch to a zone and see if they can't disrupt that.
Trying to change the pace here. That's been favoring the Rockets. Masteller from 3, off the iron, and that's off of, we're gonna say that was off of a Raider. And it's gonna go the Rockets' way and Flippo into the lineup for the Raiders.
Just an unfortunate turn of events there. Russia thought they might have a nice defensive rebound, or maybe at least a deflection off of the Rockets, but the officials saw it the other way.
Ball gets into Kovacs. Kovacs tries to flip it on the inside. It's a turnover.
Russia's done a pretty good job of disrupting some of those longer passes, and a nice pass down low as Braden Monin drops 2 for the Raiders.
Freshman to freshman connection there. Bonin again, 3.8 points a game, 44% shooting from the field. Masteller in the corner. So we're under a minute to play. 14-12 in this last game for each team before the Christmas break. And there's a jump ball on the inside. The arrow favors the Raiders.
We're going to call that a turnover, Brandon. That's really heads-up basketball right there. Heads-up defense on the part. I think that was Jonathan Bell that got the hand on the ball, or 2 hands, I should say, and it's going the other way now.
Bell, the senior, getting in on there, and Quinter will slowly walk the ball up against Robinson across the timeline. They'll exchange it off to a freshman, Monin, and it looks like they stepped on the line.
Bounds, yeah.
Yep, costly turnover there.
Yeah, that's the 6th one already for this young Raiders team to just 4 for Anna.
Raiders again come out in that zone look, trying to disrupt the flow of this high-flying Anna attack, which has kind of been their MO here for the past couple years. Masteller deep from 3, and he cans it. And Anna back on top since it was 3-2 there early.
Another long 3 ball. Little token pressure here from the Rockets.
Quinter, contested 3 off the iron, no good. That brings us to the end of quarter number 1. The Anna Rockets lead the Russia Raiders 15-14 here on NKTelco Sports. We'll come back here with the second quarter here next on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Please support the following sponsors: Forever Fit, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Baumer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage.
And back here at Claire Nouveau Gymnasium, the Russia Raiders, Scott, led the majority of that quarter, but there a Masteller 3 puts the Rockets ahead by 1 here going into quarter 2.
It's a great quarter of basketball for both squads, really. Anna on the transition game, the quick pace. But Russia shooting 7 of 9 from the floor in that first quarter, really kind of keeping things patient on offense, taking what the defense will give them, finding their guys inside. Whereas Anna is raining threes. They're 3 of 8 now from outside the arc for that first quarter.
37.5% there for the Rockets in the first quarter, and they'll come out with the ball. They're in a little bit of momentum now, having the lead. It was 3-2 there for a while, and the Raiders went on an 8-0 run. Rockets made it close there for a while and ultimately took the lead to end the quarter. They work it around. It's Finkenbein. He's deep 3, no good. Kovacs with the aggressive rebound, but stepped on the line.
Will go down as an Anna turnover. Ruscia's back to this man-to-man defense here, and that trip down, it worked. It's good.
Shappy will walk it slowly up, clear out the Anna pressure. He'll work it around Ambos. Ambos playing up in your grill defense.
Yeah, that's how he was Saturday night in Minster, too. He did a nice job against the Minster guards.
Shappy calls out the play here. He goes left wing, spins around, trying to look for Bowman on the inside, working on Kovacs, and they do a nice job doubling.
They did. Just, it wasn't the best pass in the world, but having 2 defenders right there, able to pull that down.
Masteller deep from 3 there, and the Rockets have their largest lead of the night at 18-14.
Anna shooting 40% from outside the big arc, 4 of 10.
Bell works the ball over to Bowman, back over to Shappy. And there's the ball. It's going to be a kick there. The Raiders will have the ball under their own basket.
It's interesting how these 2 teams, they run such different offenses, yet they're matched up. I mean, you got a nice 4-point type ball game here.
Quinter looking down the inbounds, gets it down low to Jonathan Bell, and the senior gets his 2nd bucket of the night.
Man, that was a great little play. He just cut right through the paint, got into the block down there on the baseline, up and in.
And the Raiders go back to that zone pressure. Talked to play man last time down and mixing it up. Keeping the Rockets guessing. Kovacs over to Masteller. You're going to test the hot hand here, and it's still hot. Isaiah Masteller on fire from 3-pointer.
Man, nice ball movement all the way down the low block, low baseline, all the way out.
And Masteller with the steal. He'll work it up in the forecourt. Another beautiful behind-the-back pass to McCain Finkenbein.
That was pretty. Nice little transition game. Now you're going to get a foul against Anna. Little slap there.
It was tough. When there's 4 hands in there, you know, the odds are against you.
Yep. Just the 2nd team foul called tonight, 1 for each squad here. So very cleanly played game.
And Coach Dave Borchers wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching boys high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at the Claire Nouveau Gymnasium, where the Anna Rockets lead the Russia Raiders 23-16, and it seems like the Rockets, Scott, are getting more and more in what they want to do, that high, fast pace here, and they're forcing the Raiders into some turnovers.
Absolutely, yeah. Russia's committed 8 turnovers, and those turnovers lead to that transition game. You saw that nice steal from Masteller, set up a really nice play down at the other end.
Quinter quickly darts over to his freshman classmate, Braden Monin, who cans a 3.
Boy, Russia needed that bucket right there. That was a big possession. Nice open look there. Freshman makes it count.
Masteller, who's been on fire, and with a couple nice behind-the-back assists. to his counterpart, McCain Finkenbein. It's done nice, and there's a turnover. Fast break, Quinter gonna push it up, and there's a charge. Well taken there by, that was Connor McKinney. Good call there by the official.
I think Quinter might have had something there, but he leaned into him.
Yeah.
If he could have just, let's see what the, that defender was pretty well set.
Yeah, good call there.
Good call. Yep, right idea. He got back quick on defense. And at first, when I saw that on the floor, it looked like he might have leaned into the defender, and that's why he got it. But the defender was really well set.
Thank you for Warner Quality Meats providing those replays there as Finkenbein comes in. There's going to be a hand check foul. Let's see who that's on. I believe it's Jonathan Bell for the Raiders. Second team foul for him.
Yeah, Finkenbein did a nice job of that little quick stop, and he got 5 off his feet there, Bell, and just stood there and let him come down on him and get the easy foul.
Ambos works it in over to Masteller. Masteller trying to get Kovacs on the inside, and there's a rocket turnover. Credit Xavier Flippo, a good post defense.
Anna's doing, Rushi's doing a nice job of getting hands on passes. Anna likes to make those long skip passes, and Rushi's doing a nice job of breaking those up.
Monin will work the ball up. Ball as Anna tries to double. Good tip from behind there by Finkenbein. Active hands there. Masteller runs the break again to Finkenbein for the 3rd time. That duo has got an easy layup.
Well, you could tell they spent some time together in the gym. Just the chemistry, the no-look pass. Earlier it was a couple of behind-the-back passes.
Raiders trying to break the press there. Teardrop no good from Monin. Raiders work it out. Shappy, short corner to Bell. Bell works it right wing into Shappy. Shappy on the inside. Nice athletic move with the weak hand there by the sophomore.
Did a great job of switching hands there, protect the ball from the defense, and a nice little runner there. Beautiful.
Again, they escape the Anna press. So a good way to escape pressures to get stops on defense too.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Or turnovers.
Ambos in the corner, and he eyes it, flies it, and hits it. Beautiful 3 there from Zach Ambos.
Boy, he had a nice long look at that too. Rushi got a little betwixt on that ball movement.
Raiders attack. Nice move to the basket by sophomore Xavier Flippo.
I'll tell you, I'm impressed with Rushi not crumbling or panicking when Anna gets a little bit of a lead here. These young guys got ice water in their veins. They just stick with their offense, and there's a good example of it right there.
If you think Shelby County League basketball, you think low kind of defensive 30-40 styles games here, but the kind of different style here tonight, a little faster pace. And a nice cut to the basket by McKinney. And he misses it, and the Raiders get a stop.
Nice job of using his body to create a little space, just unable to make that tough shot.
Ooh, Shappy might have got away with a walk. Deep 3 from Braden Monin, and the freshman having a nice game. Coach Barhorst wants a timeout. We'll see what they want here. It's a 30. We'll keep it here and thank some of our sponsors. Our scoreboard is First National Bank. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays, winners, meets, starting lineups are brought to you by Sydney Ogle's Audiology. And the player of the game here brought to you later here, that Scott and I will bring here later, is always brought to you by NKTelco. We'd like to also tell you to follow WCSM, AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com. All season, your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. So, again, this is a high-paced game. It is a run-and-gun game here, Scott.
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that kind of game, you get fouls, guys reaching and stuff. And there's only, Rushi's only got 3 team fouls, and Anna only has 4. And here we are in the second period, halfway through, basically. So it's been well played, very clean. There are some turnovers, but again, that's part of what's created this transition game. Rushi's committed 9, Anna's committed 7. So we'll see if anybody can knock those numbers down. I think the team that does a better job with that's going to have a better shot at winning, said Captain Obvious.
Deep 3 from Masteller, and that gets out. Again, look at this Anna team, very veteran, no sophomores, no underclassmen, as Bell ties the game up. 6 points for Jonathan Bell.
Look at Rushi going to that little quicker offensive set, trying to match the Anna tempo there. Nice job.
Masteller works out of a double in the corner to Finkenbein. On the inside, Kovacs, he's got nice positioning and misses the up and under. just a little too hard there from Kovacs.
Boy, it was nice ball movement to get him open down there. He's had a little trouble getting a hold of the basketball down under there. Rushi's done a nice job in post defense.
Senior Nicholas Caldwell into the lineup for the Raiders. The senior getting his first action of the night of the 2 seniors on the Raiders squad. Bell works his way on the inside against the bigger Robinson, and the Raiders have the lead.
Rushi shooting the lights out. They are 12 of 15 from the floor. Make that 13 of 15 from the floor.
Wow. Masteller works it over to Robinson, back over to Finkenbein. Finkenbein, skip pass, Ambos, eyes it, flies it, and the Rockets reclaim the lead at 31-30.
Just same set as before. They get Ambos down there by himself in the corner. The defense goes over where the ball is, and they end up giving him that long pass for the open 3.
Shappy might have got away with the walk. The Rocket pressure doing good at forcing the Raiders to pick up their dribble in those kind of dead spots. And the Raiders trying to set something up offensively. Caldwell off the glass too hard. Scrap for the rebound. Finkenbein comes down with it.
It was a great idea. Just couldn't get it to go. That was a tough one.
Kovacs runs the break well, but just misses the bunny. As the Raiders race up quickly, Caldwell in transition, thought about pulling it, gives it up to Bowman. Tries to barrel his way on the inside and turns the ball over to Masteller. And it'll be a foul on Braden Monin.
10th turnover of the night here for Rushi.
Again, that's when you talk about young teams. It seems like young teams, one of their toughest things they try to struggle with is turnovers here, and it's been a crutch for the Raiders.
Yeah, you get in a little bit of a hurry. You don't maybe play as patiently as you like to in the half-court set.
Masteller picks up his dribble on the inside. Kovacs, he's missed a couple bunnies here, trying to get some revenge, but still kicking out to Masteller. Finkenbein picks up his dribble, cross-court pass picked off by Zane Shappy.
They've seen that enough times now. I think they're not going to leave Ambos hanging out in the corner by himself anymore.
Good read there by Zane Shappy, who read it like a safety there. And I don't blame Coach Barhurst for wanting to go back to that because it's worked.
Well, yeah, it's been there every time so far.
Try to go high-low, and then the Raiders commit the same mistake of their own. A bad pass there by Shappy. And trying to take advantage of it. Masteller works his way on the inside. Kovacs on the cleanup. And the Rockets are back up 3.
Boy, nice job there. Masteller kind of freezing the defender. Tries to go around him, and Kovacs really making it happen now off the glass. There's another rebound for him.
Caldwell, quick pass in transition. Anna trying to work it up again. It constitutes a turnover. Raiders going to slow it down here. Shappy and Monin play a little pitch and catch. And the Raiders might hold for the last shot here. They do have the possession arrow favoring him, so if the Raiders can get something here going into halftime, it'd be big for them as they trail by 3. Anna with 1 loss in the Shelby County League, trying to keep pace with undefeated Botkins, who's their lone loss this year to a talented team that's undefeated right now. They're over a couple miles away from Anna. Bowman.
See if Bowman can get it done. A little elbow.
And
I think you got to call that one.
That's a pretty clear one there, and a great call by the baseline official, Kovacs.
Tell you what, though, Bowman's had a great first half. That's just his first personal. And that's one of the things in high school ball you worry about is when you got a big that's, active down there, is getting fouls. He's done a nice job of keeping it clean there.
And Anna has 9 seconds here to make something happen, try to expand their 3-point lead before half. They led by 1 to end the first quarter, 15-14. Ball's tipped. It's on the floor. Who's going to get it? And they're going to let the half expire. And that'll bring us to our halftime break. The Anna Rockets lead the Rooster Raiders 33-30. We'll be back with the halftime stats and the second half here next on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming,
who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Securecom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kindinger Custom Fabrications.
And we're back here at the Claire Cinebo Gymnasium, where the Anna Rockets lead the Russia Raiders 33-30. And there's a lot of shooting, a lot of offense, a lot of high flying around. Let's take a look at the stats, Scott, here for the first half.
Absolutely. So we'll start with the visitors, the Anna Rockets. 13 of 26 overall from the floor, 7 of 15 beyond the arc, so they're up to their usual tricks, raining threes. On the Russia side of the shooting, 14 of 22, they were really dynamite inside the arc, and that really has gotten them where they're at. 2 of 6 outside the arc. Gathering rebounds, Anna was 7 to Russia's 12, and then on the turnover side of things, Anna committed 8 and Russia committed 11. So kind of a pretty even game there. Russia's got the advantage on rebounds, but that, we talked about earlier, comes from some missed baskets where Russia has not missed much down in the paint, 12 of 16 down inside.
And again, we talked about it was a high-flying first half. Yep. Again, generally these Shelby County games, you see them kind of the high 30s, low 40s. We about matched that in one half. So
yeah, guys not afraid to shoot tonight, and they're moving the ball quickly. Even with Anna's pressure, the full court press that we saw a bit, Russia did a nice job of breaking that without any real issues.
Quinter works the ball up, and that's almost picked off by Finkenbein. He's working the short corner jump shot by Flippo, and the track meet might be starting already here the second half.
Here we go, yeah, right down in a quick half-court set, and Russia's on the board.
Raiders trail by 1. The Rockets might have got away with a travel there. Ambos skip pass over to Masteller. Masteller put up a nice half and 9 points and a couple assists that first half. I believe leads the Anna scoring here. Raiders have 8 from Braden Monin, 4 from Zane Shappy, 8 from Jonathan Bell, 6 from Xavier Flippo. A couple of the scorers here. Ball's picked off Shappy. See if they try to run the break to the freshman Quinter. It's off Ambos.
Just got a little greedy there. I could see what Shappy was thinking with that, but Ambos there to play a little defense and break that pass up for the Rockets.
Raiders gonna run out from under their own basket, get it into Shappy. Shappy works up near the timeline, goes over right wing Bell. Bell weighing his options, waiting to be patient in the offense. He'll reverse it on the inside to Shappy, going up against Masteller, the senior, and Xavier Flippo getting physical and has 4 points early in the second half.
Well, just again, like you said, the magic word there, patience. Russia just waiting to see where the passing lanes are, work the ball inside nicely.
Flippo with 8 points. Finkenbein nearly loses it. Back out to Masteller.
Anna just going to take a breath here, reset, see what they can get going on offense. Russia doing a nice job coming off of that screen.
And jump ball, it'll stay with the Rockets as the Raiders started the first half with the ball and take it out right in front of us in the scores table.
Russia did a great job working off of that screen that time.
And Coach Borchers always preaches to hedge the ball screens hard. As Masteller get the ball in, we'll reverse it over to Robinson. A big game here for Anna in the Shelby County League. They want to keep pace here with the league leading Anna Rockets. They're in second place right now. Big game for the Rockets. Raiders have 2 Shelby County losses here. Actually, excuse me, 3 to Jackson Center, Fairlawn, and Fort Laramie. Raiders trying to spoil it here. Kovacs on the inside, not gonna try to let that happen, and they're back up by 1.
This time, Anna, the patient team on offense. Kovacs manages to work open under the basket. Easy bucket for the big.
Kovacs did a nice job, played a little bit as a sophomore in that regional final team. Did a nice job last year, too. And again, coming into his own form as a senior. Quinter, step back three, no good. Quinter picks up his own miss, misses again. The ball pinballs back to the Rockets as they push it up quickly. Masteller darts up in the forecourt, and that's going to be a push-off. Coach Barhorse not happy with that call.
Yeah, tough break there for Anna. I was looking down, keeping a stat, so I really didn't see the end of that play there. Let's see what the magic replay tells us. So Massler presses the issue. Yeah, there was an elbow there. There was contact for sure. Tough call. Could have probably gone either way.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Those are, from when I basketball officiated, it's toughest when that play happens fast.
Yeah.
You know, you can't replay it in your head right away. You have to say something right away.
Yep, you sure do, because everybody in the building's staring at you, especially the heat from the bench.
Quinter gets a basket, and they're going to call a foul after the shot on Isaiah Masteller. And it's a push after the bucket. The Raiders will have the ball into their own basket.
Well, that's a nice turn of events. So they're up by a point, so they score two. They're going to basically get a score and then a possession. So great trip down here for the Raiders.
They're just going to get it in. Up over to Shappy. Shappy flips it over to Bowman. Back over Quinter. Short jump shot, no good. Kovacs with the rebound.
Right idea, just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Masteller gives it up in transition over to Finkenbein. Finkenbein deep three and falls out. And we talked about how good Anna shot from the first half, 7 of 15, and the Raiders push it up. Hayden Quinter, the freshman, with 8 points. Coach Barhorse wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching boys high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
And back here at the Claire C. Naveau Gymnasium here at Russia High School, where the Russia Raiders lead the Anna Rockets 38-35, and it's an 8-2 run to start the second half for the Raiders, Scott.
Just a nice job of being quick about their offense. The one trip down, they were pretty patient, and it paid off. And then the other 3 trips down where they scored, they pressed the issue and managed to connect all 3 times.
And the Rockets, again, this high-flying attack shot, 7 of 15 from the first half, only 2 points in the first 3 minutes. They're going to try to make that change really quick, and Kovacs will go to the line. Our first free throws, I believe, of the night.
They will be, yes. Yeah, we got some body there. I think it was Shappy down there on him. It was a nice entry pass. Nothing simple tonight for Kovacs at all. And so he's going to go and shoot a pair for the Rockets.
They'll have the foul on Xavier Flippo, I believe, 35. No, his first, as Kovacs cans the front end. And Monin back in the lineup as we take a look on our winner quality meets replay of the foul. Kovacs there, a strong individual.
He is. He's pretty slender, but he's smooth down there, and he goes up strong and hard, especially on rebounding.
Kovacs goes a perfect 2 for 2 from the line for our first free throws of the night that come nearly midway through the third quarter. Anna going back to that trap that had a lot of success in the first half, and they're trapping it in the right spot. The Raiders having a tough time with it.
Yeah, use that sideline as a 6th defender, and they're doing a nice job with it, but Rushi dribbling out of that.
And Finkenbein swats Bell there. Great defense by Anna in the half court.
Absolutely. And Kovacs now, your first player, I believe, of either team in double digits with 10. Finkenbein with 9.
Shappy going to kick it out to Quinter. 4 Raiders on the floor with 8 points right now. Bowman has the 4 Raiders on the floor right now that have 8 points. Bowman has 4. So balanced scoring for the Raiders. Shappy goes up, and it's off him too. Shappy doesn't agree with that.
That was a nice play. Entry pass in there to the freshman, Quinter, and then he gave it to Shappy as he came through the lane. but Anna right there, Ambos to get hands on it.
Finkenbein will slowly walk the ball across the timeline, looking to give his Rockets the lead back as he's working on Bell, the junior. Finkenbein over the senior Masteller. The Raiders Coach Borcher's trying to preach discipline. A tough shot there. Off balance, the Raiders work up quickly in the forecourt. Quinter might have got away with a travel, and it's going to be an and one. A chance at an old-fashioned three-point play for Quinter.
There's a little indigestion for Coach Barhorst right there. Didn't get the travel, got the bucket, and the foul at the other end. And Ruschi now with the biggest lead, I believe, of the night with, oh no, I thought it was 31, it's 37. The backboard is in the way there.
I think Hayden Quinter might have got a little bit of a Christmas present there.
Little early gift from Santa. Now we got a foul on the rebound.
Yep, and that's why Bowman, I think, had a lot of separations because he moved the hand forward there.
So this half now, Ruschi's committed 4 fouls to just 2 for the Rockets.
And they're going to have to change that up there on the scoreboard, I believe. Finkenbein slowly walks it across the timeline. Ambos again in the place kicker on the Anna team. Cuts over. And we're getting Robinson. The ball's tipped. Raiders work it up quickly over to freshman Braden Monin. Loses the ball. Wild shot falls. What a circus shot for Braden Monin.
Turnover and a beautiful job at the other end. And then Anna puts one in. Kovacs.
Great response there by the Rockets.
Yep.
Coach Dave Borchers wants a timeout. We'll take it. We'll actually keep it here. It's a 30-second.
Boy, it looked like Monin got fouled under the basket.
Yeah, let's look at
on
Monin.
That fast break. Yeah, I guess not.
He had 2 steps, actually, when he picked that ball up.
That was, I mean, it was a great job of getting back on defense by Anna, just making that a tough layup.
Yeah, I thought Monin might have traveled there, but the replay actually showed us different. He was, just inches close to him, having that other toe come down from 3 steps.
Ruschi again shooting very efficiently down in the paint. They are 6 of 8 to start the second half here. Well, start the second half. Third quarter's almost, oh, that's the timeout time. I thought the third quarter was almost over. Sorry about that. 3:26 to go in the third. Ruschi 6 of 8 from inside the paint.
42-39 here, 3:26 remaining in the third. Again, Anna bringing up a little bit of a man pressure maybe, and Quinter works it up to the sideline. He works it baseline, takes it, and misses the bunny.
Boy, oh boy, he did a nice job of breaking that attempted trap.
Finkenbein pulls up from 3, no good. Boy, that would have been a huge there for the Rockets.
Sure that would have tied it.
Finkenbein with, in double figures for the Rockets, along with Kovacs. Masteller has 9. So again, balanced scoring for the Rockets as well as the Raiders. Not one player doing it for each team, but a team effort on both sides here so far. Monin over to Shappy. He shot fakes, drives on the inside, tries to make a move on Ambos, up and under, and the Raiders are up 5.
That was a beautiful move for Shappy. He got Ambo committed, got him off his feet, went right up under him and in. Beautiful play.
2:28 remaining here in the third period. Masteller gonna weigh his options. Looks it back to the timeline, gets a screen from Robinson. Tries to break the double over to Ambos in the corner. Masteller loses the ball. Shappy's got a break here, and Masteller says, give me that ball right back. He works up quickly, another beautiful pass. Masteller to Finkenbein.
Boy, those two are smooth together, aren't they?
Oh, man, like 2 peas in a pod.
Man, just beautiful. No-look passes, a little behind the back.
Anna gets a hand on the ball as we have a little break in the action. Some subs again. Xavier Flippo in for the Raiders and 6-foot senior Connor McKinney in for Coach Barhorst Rockets.
Ruschi again doing a nice job. You know, that Anna trap is taking Ruschi out of what they want to do offensively, but Ruschi's still breaking it and getting looks.
Flippo works it up on the right wing to Bell. Bell gets the ball tipped. Kovacs gonna work the break. Can the Raiders get a tip from behind? They do. Ball on the floor, and they take it right back. This is just an up and down game.
3 turnovers apiece here in the second half for each squad, and just a short skip pass.
Make it 4 for the Raiders. Yep. Finkenbein right there.
Oh, nice ball fake, or dribble fake, excuse me.
Indeed. Kovacs from deep 2, no good. Shappy gonna slowly walk it up. Gives it up to Monin. All goes into Flippo in the short corner. Flippo over to Bell. Bell right wing. The Raiders to slow the tempo down here a bit. 1 minute remaining. And there's a foul from Finkenbein from behind, a little bit out of control.
Yeah, I think he thought that Bell was going to continue to his left, and Bell stopped. And got to call that kind of contact.
Hayden Quinter and Jordan Meyer back in the lineup for Coach Dave Borcher's squad. Brandon Coverman here with Scott Fry, along bringing you the action here from the Clare Cedarville Gymnasium and Tuesday night Shelby County Athletic League action.
Good shootout here, tight game, 3-point game.
1 minute to go, and the Raiders going to take the air out of the ball here for a bit. Flippo working on the inside against McKinney, kicks it out to Quinter. Back on the inside through the wickets of Jordan Meyer. That was a tough pass to get for Meyer. Would have given a step stool there.
That thing was way up there, yeah. Yep. I haven't left the ground in a lot of years, so I know I wouldn't have been able to get at that thing.
Good set
nice
play
pass.
there. Oh. Tipped off the Raiders initially, and Masteller tried to grasp it. I like the play, you know, the back door. And
well, Rishi's done a pretty good job of breaking some of the passing. Anna's ball movement is pretty darn good, but Rushi has done a nice job of not letting it be as good as it could be.
Thank you to the following sponsors.
This quarter, it was 33-30 in the half.
Quinter just fearless with the ball. He'll dribble through anything.
Well, works it up over to Shappy. As the Raiders might try, might have been a carry there. Get away with it. Mon in right wing over to Flippo. Good hedge there by McKinney. The Raiders might try to hold for the last shot if they can hold on. Good defense there by the Rockets.
Great trapping D.
And it's going to stay with the Raiders, but that's big for Anna as that's going to flip the arrow.
Yeah, now they're going to get the next one they get. That's where you want to do it. You want to flip the arrow down on the offensive end because they've already got the ball.
Coach Dave Borcher is wanting the timeout there. Didn't get it from the official.
Well, I tell you can tell this is a conference matchup. Boy, the boys are feisty. It's clean feisty, but man, they're playing hard.
And there's a steal there. Finkenbein gonna run the break, gets the teardrop, can't fall. And we are going into the fourth quarter here. The Raiders lead the Rockets 44-41. We'll come back here next with the fourth quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
Now we're back here at the Clare Cedarville Gymnasium where the Rishi Raiders lead the Anna Rockets 44-41. And you know, Scott, again, you said Anna was 7 of 15 and going into the half from three. Only attempted, you said, during the break, 2 threes there in the third quarter.
Yep. He missed them both. Yeah, Finkenbein has definitely cooled off, and Mastler as well. He got on a little run there in the second quarter with threes, and he's chilled from way out there as well. The big story for me, Rushi going 7 of 9. Is that right? That is 8 of 10, excuse me, from inside the paint. They're shooting at a very high rate tonight.
I think this first possession is going to set the tone here for the Rockets. Big possession here for them.
Oh, nice defense there by Shappy.
Again, they're letting them play here tonight. But you know, it's either you got to let them play or you got to call everything.
Yep. Yeah, only 5 fouls called in the second half. And they've been pretty obvious. I mean, we've seen them.
Hayden Quinter picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Braden Mon, and quick three, and the freshman connects. The freshman having a coming out party with 13 points.
Boy, big night. Couple of guys in double figures now for Rushi, Monin and Quinter.
Masteller gives it up to Finkenbein.
You can tell Anna's just out of their offense right now.
Finkenbein cross-court pass, Masteller. Again, Anna on a 4 or 5 game win streak, I believe, here so far, and Mastel are going to try to keep it intact here.
That was a huge three-pointer, fully contested, rattled around, and Mastler got it to drop. That was a big bucket for the Rockets.
It's a big response, exactly. Well put, Scott. And Shappy there. Gonna go around McKinney, teardrop, can't fall. Rockets gonna push the issue here. In the lane, Kovacs for the tie from the corner, and we're not in, back up at 47.
What's crazy is the number of guys on that Anna roster that can throw down those threes.
Exactly, and we got a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching boys high school basketball here on NKTelco.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are our most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
And we're back here in this Green Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports. You're looking at Coach Dave Borcher's huddle right now, and the Raiders led just there in the blink of an eye by 6, and then Anna responds with 2 huge threes by Masteller and Kovacs.
Yeah, and that's weird kind of talking about that going out into the timeout, how Anna's got guys that can throw threes down. I mean, they're big, throws them down. Robinson will can some, Finkenbein and Masteller. They got 4 guys that you can't leave alone out there behind the arc, and here we are tied. What a ball game. And
I think they heard you, Scott. You know, they said they didn't make any threes in the third quarter, and they come out there and hit a couple of them.
2 for 2 now, yeah, in the fourth.
So
good ball game here. Good conference matchup. It's getting heated out here. No better place to be on a cold Tuesday, December night.
Now, right before. Yep, and right before Christmas here as we got a good crew that's trying to keep warm as well. Monin works the ball left wing up over to Bowman. The Raiders recover what could have been disaster there, and it becomes disaster now. There for a moment, but Braden Monin, he's been the answer tonight. 15 points for the freshman.
2 quick turnovers. Anna's having, Rushi's having a little trouble working the ball down in deep. But they managed to make it happen and then get a turnover at the other end.
Kovacs gets the ball stolen on the inside. Raiders respond with a good defensive possession there. 5:50 remaining. Shappy gonna slow down the tempo here, up over to Jonathan Bell, one of 3 Raiders seniors, and there's an illegal screen or something. Let's see what the official says. Kind of maybe a displacement there on Hayden Quinter. That'll be his 3rd foul. Haven't talked much about foul trouble, not much of it.
Nope, just the 4th team foul for Anna and the 3rd team foul for the Raiders. So it's been, like we said, it's been a pretty let them play kind of night. Hasn't been too violent, so they can do that.
49-47 Raiders. Masteller for the lead from deep, and Isaiah Masteller puts the Anna Rockets back on top.
I think he put that up from somewhere near Indiana. Man, that was way out there.
15 points for Masteller, and he is having a masterful night here at Montclair Cinevo Gymnasium for the senior. Bell gonna work. Mike got away with the travel. Anna comes away with it. They work it up quickly. It's stolen by Shappy. And he's gonna try to slow it down, go into Robinson on the inside, over to his senior counterpart, Jonathan Bell, no good. And it's getting physical here in Clare C. Finkenbein from way deep, and that's nothing but nylon. McCain Finkenbein just took the air out of this gym.
Just like that. Anna goes up by 4 with 4:50 to go in the last period.
Anna into what they want to do defensively. Kovacs in the clear, and Kovacs no good. Masteller on the cleanup. Ambos kicks it out to Finkenbein. That's off his hands.
That's that 1 pass too many deal down there. Just get a little excited. But boy, here goes Anna. Both ends of the floor on fire, playing great defense, setting up great transition, and raining threes. That's 4 straight threes here in the 4th period.
Boy, and that is NBA range. Pull the trigger there from McCain Finkenbein. And thanks to our replays brought to you by Winter Quality Meats. Braden Monin in the corner, the freshman, and he answers. Braden Monin on fire, 18 points. Welcome to the freshman.
Man, not a shabby night if you're a freshman named Monin here in Russia. Man alive.
53-52, the Rockets lead. A big three by the Raiders respond back within one. Masteller might have got away with one there on the inside to Ambos. Over to Kovacs. Kovacs and one. Tough break there.
Yeah.
If you're a Raider fan, as we'll take a look on our Winter Quality Meats replay.
That pass into Ambos was sure something, and then Kovacs just doing what he does. Yep. A little contact on that one. So this is just the third and fourth free throws we've got tonight, and they've all belonged to Kovacs.
Off the iron there. So the Raiders catch a break there as they trail by 3 as we have half the fourth quarter to go. It's been a great one here. Each team's last game before Christmas. And Quinter looking to work it around. Works it around to Braden Monin. They're trying to get something to Quinter on the inside, up and under and one. And the old-fashioned three-point play will be attempted by Quinter to try to knot us back up at 55.
Boy, nice ball movement down inside. Quinter right up over Robinson. And he's going to try, like you said, try to get 3 the old-fashioned way with the N1.
Quinter has 11 points a game.
This is the first free throw for Arushi all night here in the 3:44 to go in the game.
The refs have done a nice job tonight keeping it very even foul-wise, and we're knotted up at 55. Again, Quinter exceeding his season average of 11 points with 13. So we got a good one brewing here in the Clare C.
Yeah, Arushi's going to have to kind of come out and contest these guys now. Both Masteller and Finkenbein have got hot shooting hands.
Ambos, Finkenbein, and that's good. McCain Finkenbein on fire. We said he got a little quiet there for a while, but 2 huge threes. 5
straight now for the Lorena Rockets from three-point land here in the fourth period. And that puts Finkenbein at 19.
Finkenbein been masterful here for Coach Barhorst's squad, the junior. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor.
He sure can.
Raiders reset under 3 minutes, trail by 3. They came in the fourth quarter leading by 3. So a 5-point swing in favor of the Rockets this fourth quarter. Flippo inside. He'll go in and out. Short shot good, and the Raiders answer with a deuce.
Nice work down inside again. Rushi just patient on offense, doing a great job of taking what the defense gives them and making it count. Now you're going to get a foul. Yep. Little reach in is Ambo trying to kick one out. Ambos, excuse me.
And that's on Quinter, and if you're a Raider fan, that's tough. That's his fourth.
Yeah, that's not what you want. He's had a nice game. 13 points. Played some nice defense. At this point, you just got to let him go.
Got to be I hate to say it, but a little less aggressive.
Yeah. You know, Rushi, with all these freshmen, sure aren't playing like freshmen.
Long 3 on the floor. The arrow will favor the Raiders. Coach Barhorst wanted a timeout. He's not happy with that.
Oh, it looked like he might have had a travel there once Anna got on the ball.
We got a little condensation on the floor there.
And there was contact in that rebound as well. There could have been a lot of different things going there. Brandon, a lot of opportunity for calls.
I think actually that the arrow is going to favor Rushi. Okay. Looks like Anna's going to bring some pressure here. Again, they've shown a lot of different pressure to the Raiders. They're going to clear it out and let the freshman floor general bring it up here against the senior.
This guy's such a good ball handler. Nice job of getting Masteller off of him. Oh, there's some contact down there.
It's getting
some more. Yeah.
Masteller the foul. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, that's big. 2 to go here. You got guys starting to accumulate fouls.
Man, it is just it's getting to be a pressure cooker here.
Each team with 2 fouls to give. Well, I apologize. Anna has none to give, and Rushi has 1 to give. Math, Scott.
Quinter on the inside. And 1 for Hayden Quinter, the freshman.
Wow.
Pumped up.
Wow.
And Winter Quality Meats replay will bring it in here. He was fouled by Masteller, his fourth foul.
Boy, that's a big, and man, Quinter had a lot of contact from behind Masteller. That could have gone either way, I think. Be curious.
That's what Coach Barhorst, I think, is upset about.
Yep. So Quinter's going to get a chance for the N1. 15 points on the night. And Russia, more importantly, has a 1-point lead.
4 Raiders in double figures tonight. Actually, 3, excuse me.
What a great ball game we've seen tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the best ball games I think I've seen this year so far as Quinter.
Same for me.
Yeah, Quinter can't complete quite the old and 1 play. The Raiders lead by 1. 2 minutes remaining. Got the 2-minute warning here. Finkenbein working on Bell. Deep 3, Finkenbein, and that's good. You cannot cool this guy down.
Man, this is what he did in Minster, but at the front end of the game last, was it Saturday? Tonight he's doing it at the back end of the game, and he has got 22,
22.
On the game here.
And they lead by 2. McCain Finkenbein putting together a nice game. Quinter, jump shot, can he answer? We're knotted back up. Seesaw back and forth, Scott.
Boy, great job there. Just a nice little pull-up jumper. Again, it looked like Russia started that half-court set a little panicky, and now you're going to get a timeout by Coach Barhorst and the Rockets.
And we'll keep it here, and we again like to thank some of our sponsors. First National Bank bringing you the scoreboard. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays Winners Meet starting lineup, Cindy Oglay's Audiology. Player of the game, which Scott and I will pick here at the conclusion of our contest. It's brought to you always by NKTelco. I'd like to also tell you to follow WCSM AM 1350 96.7 FM and their internet exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize counties. And like I said, Scott, seesaw back and forth battle here. It's 61-61 Rocket ball. Your coach Barhorst, what do you think you're telling your team here right now?
Stay calm and keep the tempo going. Keep the tempo going. Like if you're going to keep the tempo going, don't panic. Stay calm. And man, if you got an open shot, if your name is McCain Finkenbein, I think you should take it.
I mean, I think even contested, he's been on fire this quarter.
And I'm telling you, that as comfortable as these bleachers are, as any high school bleachers are, I wouldn't be disappointed if we saw this go into a little OT. Just from an entertainment perspective, this has been a heck of a ball game.
It's been a great game, and this is what you want in high school basketball.
Absolutely.
So they were happy to bring it to you here on NKTelco Sports. Brandon Coverman, Scott Fry here. Last game for each team before Christmas. I tell you what, Anna, with 1 loss in the Shelby County League, you know, it's always a tough league, but they want to keep pace here. So this last minute 22 is going to define a lot of Anna's hopes at a league title.
Definitely a big game for the Rockets. Their 1 loss to, I think, Jackson Center. Is that correct? Botkins, that's right.
Yes, and that's their lone loss of the season.
Yep.
And they're going to slow things down a bit. You wonder kind of who's going to have the last possession when. Raiders going to amp up the pressure here. Ambos will go back and forth. Looks like they're just going to try to weave it out and get a cut.
Looking for that little open spot there. They've got Robinson and Kovacs just waiting to flash into the paint.
Raiders trying to get a 5-second count. Can't quite get it. Masteller gets a charge.
Yeah,
Masteller.
and that's going to be 5 on him. Boy, Bell, give that boy a raise for playing some defense. You saw his head go back. I don't know if we'll get a replay of this, but Masteller tried to dribble through him, and Bell kept his feet soundly planted. Here it is.
Yep.
Watch his head.
Boop. We'll see.
Elbow goes around.
It was the bottom elbow.
Yeah.
Great call there by the sideline official and Jonathan Bell. Those are the types of plays that I think get your team pumped up. I always say when there's a charge, it always gets your team pumped up.
Tony, you know, that old saying, taking one for the team. Well, he did it just there, and we're going to get a timeout now from Coach Borchers and the home Raiders. 61-61.
Again, we flip roles here. We talked about last time out how your Coach Barhorst and what you think. You know, it's 61-61. Now your Coach Borchers, you know, 47 seconds left. You come in this game as an underdog. Think it's time to hold the ball for the last shot?
I do. They have done very well at being patient on offense. Obviously, if there's something there, opening down low, put it in, put it up, great. But they've had better success at being patient. You just saw Anna. Coach Barhorst asked them to be patient. You saw how that worked out. So I think this favors the Raiders here. Hold on for a last shot. You got 23 seconds to go in regulation. We'll see what happens. Man, what a great game this has been. You love conference basketball in high school. I mean, all basketball is great, but conference rivals, nothing better.
It adds something a little extra to it, and it's a good point.
And I'm stoked for these freshmen in Russia. They've done a nice job. They've played like upperclassmen tonight. Very cool.
Shappy will have the ball here. Raiders have not defeated the Rockets since 2018,
wow.
So they're trying to break a little bit of a dry spell against the Rockets.
They just can't have a turnover at this point.
And there's going to be a foul on the floor. Actually, that's going to go against the Raiders. Braden Monin. That was Connor McKinney taking it. Nice play by the junior.
Yep, took a lot of contact by Monin. Monin's got 2 now. Not a problem there. And I misspoke. I said 23 seconds. We were closer to a minute left. Now we're 36.9.
I tell you what, I saw McKinney battling down there earlier. Kind of, if you're watching off the ball, great play there. Again, gets the Rockets fired up.
He's a nice. He had a nice game against Minster and off the bench Saturday. McKinney did.
Again, Rockets maybe going to try to hold for the last shot here. Finkenbein.
Look how tight Monin's playing Finkenbein out here.
You about have to.
Yeah.
You can't give him any.
You got to commit to him shooting.
13 seconds left. Finkenbein drives in the lane, down to Kovacs, and the Rockets have the lead. 8 seconds left. The Raiders race quickly up the floor. It's Hayden Quinter over to Flippo. Flippo races up the floor, and he's fouled with 1.4 seconds.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, we were just talking about him, McKinney. Nice job of trying to hold his ground, but he just didn't get set getting back on D. And so no pressure here, but a couple of big free throws, and you're going to get a timeout by Coach Barhorst and the Rockets.
And kind of in football terms, what we'll say, ice the kicker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice the free throw shooter, yeah.
Yeah. And for the Raiders, you know, Xavier Flippo coming in 6 points a game. He has 10 tonight.
So, yeah, quick rundown here for the Raiders. You've got Quinter with 17. You have leading scorer for the Raiders. This is Braden Monin, the freshman. You said coming out party. Well said. 18 points for him, also in double digits. Xavier Flippo with 10. He's the boy going to the line.
And big shots here for the Raiders. You know, you think, too, it's 1.4 seconds. So if you would happen to miss the front end, and you know, obviously, you can't make one, and then there's really not much time left, you'd have
a
to
little
hit
play
it off
there.
that.
Try to get yourself a rebound and a putback. Over on the Anna side of the ledger, Finkenbein with 22, Kovacs with 17, and Ambos with 6. Robinson very quiet. He was in double digits Saturday night. Robinson with just the lone 3 in the first half.
Yeah, Isaiah Masteller fouled out of this game. He had 13 points. So Xavier Flippo with 2 crucial free throws here. Again, Ben Kovacs hitting a huge layup with 9 seconds to go to give the lead. Flippo from the line cans the first one. We're back within 1.
This guy just a sophomore, so Russia showing great maturity tonight out of their young players.
Flippo dips his knees, and we're tied. Last shot for the Rockets here. It's Finkenbein. He can hit from anywhere, and it's tipped by Bell, and we got free basketball.
Well, like I said, man, the bleachers are so comfy. Let's hang out and do some more basketball.
Let's do it again, and we'll take a quick break. Come back with overtime here next on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwieterman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply Company, Hoji Lumber.
And we're back here at the Claire Cinevo Gymnasium here for overtime between the Russia Raiders and the Anna Rockets. Again, just to give you a little kind of recap, Ben Kovacs hits a layup to go up by 2 with 9 seconds left. Xavier Flippo fouled on his way to the basket, hit 2 clutch free throws. And I give you guys a little bit of a rundown here for overtime. Hayden Quinter with 4 fouls for the Raiders. Isaiah Masteller out with 5 already. So it's been a seesaw back and forth battle that fourth quarter, Scott.
Yep. And I don't think anything changes for either coach strategy-wise. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working. I don't see Anna slowing the offense down again, though. That did not bear good fruit for Coach Barhorst.
No.
That's not their vibe. They're an up-tempo team. and that's when they're at their best. So he looked for that to continue, and I would look for that trapping defense to continue. I know that's risky, but it's been pretty good. It keeps Russia from just walking up the floor.
Green controls the tip. Connor McKinney over to McCain Finkenbein. Had a big fourth quarter. There's so many kids that we can give player of the game to right now. 5 or 6 kids.
Yep.
Ambos gets it.
Glad I don't have to help decide. Oh, wait, I do.
There's a lot of deserving kids.
Yeah.
Finkenbein guarded by Shappy. Finkenbein 22 points out of 3. I believe 3 threes in that fourth quarter. Finkenbein to the basket, fouled. They're going to call offensive.
They called that a charge. I thought he gave a little extra effort on that, but that's why those guys are getting paid to make decisions, and I'm just talking about them.
Replays maybe led. I thought it was initially a block.
Man, that's a tough call.
Tough one if you're a Rockets
I'll just keep
fan.
talking. How's that sound?
That was a tough one, but
Yeah.
again, charge calls, in my opinion, compared to pass interference in football, are the two hardest calls to make.
Yep, you're right. I couldn't agree more.
Shappy, top of the key for the Raider lead, and it falls out. Bell on the stick back, no good. And Kovacs comes down with the rebound. Again, the Raiders in the double bonus. The Rockets will be in the 1 and bonus on their next defensive fouls. So we've got a good one cooking here on this Tuesday night. Ambos. Bell was trying to.
Man, he was lobbying hard, wasn't he? That was great, man. That was a good look right there. He was working that official. I'm pretty sure that guy in the green touched it. And the official said no. Oh, nice entry pass to Kovacs.
Good ball movement. Finkenbein been hot all night, and that continues.
Wow.
McCain Finkenbein.
I believe he's got 5 3-pointers here in the final stanzas here. Just
25.
Coming up big, and you guys in the Shelby County League get to enjoy that young man for one more season after this year. He's just a junior.
He's done a nice job, and the Rockets lead by 3. Raiders got to answer here. No points yet in the minute and a half of our overtime here.
Well, Russia doing a good job of staying patient. Yep.
Shappy commits the turnover there. Kovacs up in the forecourt, and the Rockets are up 5. Coach Borchers wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
As you take a good look there of Coach Dave Borcher's huddle here in this overtime, the Anna Rockets lead the Russia Raiders 68-63. And Anna started off hot here in overtime, Scott.
Well, sure enough, again, getting it to the hot hand. Finkenbein, he's up to 25, I believe. Yep. Drains a big 3, and then in transition off the turnover, and that's been a big part of the MO tonight for the Rockets. There's been, 22 Russia turnovers, and Anna's put a lot of points up off of those turnovers. And here it happened again. Kovacs with a nice little bunny down low off the block. And
again,
that's a 5-point lead now for the Rockets.
And again, if you're a Raiders fan, you got to respond here. You've been able to keep up with this high-paced Rocket attack here. But early in overtime, you trail by 5 at 2:23. Possession is very important for Coach Borcher's squad.
Sure is. And look at Anna's going to back off that pressure and go play a half-court set defense. And they've played man-to-man all night tonight, and they're going to stick with it.
Quinter will hand it off to his classmate, Braden Monin. Monin flips it over to Xavier Flippo. Flippo in the short corner, goes up and under, and is fouled.
So Finkenbein's going to get that contact, I think.
Yep, Finkenbein not happy with that call.
And they're going to give him a shooting foul there, so.
Yeah. And it would have been double bonus anyway.
Yeah,
so.
You're right. That's true.
So Flippo hit the 2 huge free throws to force overtime with 2 big shots at the stripe, and he alligator arms the first one there.
Flippo's got 12.
Doubling his season average of 6.
Braden Monin with 18. Quinter with 17. There you go, shooter's roll.
And splits the pair from the line. Raiders back within 4.
Raiders 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. We didn't have any free throws until the second half of this one.
Makes games go a little faster for sure. Ambos works it up. Robinson over to Kovacs. Quick
nice
move
ball
on the
movement.
inside to Ambos. Great response by the Rockets, and they're up 6.
Just a great job of ball movement. Typical Anna. Very well done.
Quinter weighing his options. He works at short corner. Tight ropes the line. Bell trying to get around Ambos here. He hands it off to Zane Shappy. 1:27 remaining. And there's going to be Braden Monning comes up with the ball over to Xavier Flippo. Flippo on the inside out to Quinter.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger there.
Raiders very patient. Quinter, an athletic move to the basket, and 19 for the freshman.
Boy, nice job splitting the defense. Again, Ruschi very patient there. Keeping it close within 4. They got to get a stop down here if they want to stay in this.
A minute to go. The Raiders got to get more aggressive here.
Just as you say it, almost getting a turnover.
Down low to Kovacs. He loses the ball momentarily out to Ambos. The Rockets playing only layup basketball as they have the 4-point lead, nursing it with 47 seconds left. Robinson, ball's dead, looking for a player. It's McKinney.
Ruschi's going to have to foul soon, and there it is.
It's on Jonathan Bell. It's going to be the 1 and bonus here. Connor McKinney to the line. 6-foot senior. Again, big game for Anna here in the Shelby County League to keep that top pace here. And we'll talk this Anna team, very veteran. 4 seniors here, Masteller, Dermott, Kovacs, and Robinson. Big 1 and bonus here for both teams, and that's going to be short. And McKinney gets his own rebound.
Boy, that's huge. Timeout bar horse for the Rockets.
And
boy, Ruschi needed that rebound. Now Anna can control coming out of this timeout and run a nice.
I think they called a foul before the timeout, so it still works.
Yep.
If you're Anna, no complaints.
And they're going to be coming back. Yeah, now we're shooting. We're in the double. Oh, excuse me. We're not. This is 1 and 1 again.
Yep. You got that and another one potentially afterwards. Ambos from the line connects.
He's a nice shooter. Got a nice rhythm, nice stroke.
Ambos with 9. We talk about other scorers. If he makes this one, he's in double figures as well. And he hits it.
The Kovacs has put up 19.
A lot of high
very
scores.
Quietly, yeah. Yeah, well, we got a lot of points on the board tonight. A lot of contact.
Kovacs.
Yep.
Kovacs fouled there.
I believe that's his second.
Quinter will go to the line here, 19 points. I believe it's his season high. He's already surpassed, which was 17, I believe, against St. Henry.
Ruschi will have to start making free throws here.
And that's nothing but net from Hayden
Boy,
Quinter.
he's got a nice shooting motion.
20 points and leads the Raiders. Again, McCain Finkenbein leading all scores with 25.
Got 2 freshmen leading the Raiders. Quinter and Monin with 20 and 18 respectively.
And he misses the front end. And immediately Kovacs, Flippo fouled Kovacs. So Kovacs will go for the 1 and bonus.
And that's 2 fouls on Flippo, 3 fouls, excuse me, with 19 points. Just under half a minute to go.
(72-67). Kovacs connects on the front end and earns another shot.
Anna's 5 of 7 from the free throw line.
And now it's a 3-possession game here. Makes this a steeper climb here for the Raiders. They have to race down quickly. Braden Monin. He goes back and forth over to Quinter. He's going to have to attempt a deep 3, and that's nothing but money.
Wow, that's from the volleyball 10-foot line.
We're going to have a break in the action there. The net caught up there. And there goes Bell on the second attempt. 74-70.
Man, that was a big bucket, but they're going to have to get a turnover here because Anna's not going to be in any hurry.
Ball inbounded to Ambos, and Shappy commits the foul in the backcourt.
Yep. Boy, that's not the guy you want to foul, but you got to go where you got to go at that point because Ambos can sure shoot.
And Ambos in double figures as well. I haven't said his name much, but 10 points again, and not too shabby.
I think his thing is defense. He is, you mentioned it earlier, he's just in your face.
Yeah.
Like a wild man.
And he had a couple of those corner threes in the first half.
Yeah,
again.
that's right.
So he can shoot.
Sure can.
Rockets up 5, try to expand that to 6, and they can't, but who's going to come away with it? It's going to be Hayden Quinter. The Raiders still have a fighting chance here. Shappy from 3, and
wow,
we still got a
don't go home, kids.
Ball game.
You're going to get a timeout by Coach Borchers. The Raiders want to talk about
today's game is being brought to you by
from under their own bucket. Wow, what a money shot. And Shappy has not been shooting particularly well. He's taken a lot of shots, and he's just got the 9 points. But boy, oh boy, they don't come any bigger than that one right there, Brandon.
Below his season average of 11,
yeah.
Hayden Quinter lead the Raider offense, which at some points been struggling. You know, they struggled. I know we had this, Dave Homestead and I had this our opening game against Laramie. They struggled a bit on offense. Again, that youth is coming alive here tonight. Again, a lot of points across the board. Both teams just obliterating that scoreboard, having the scoreboard operator work overtime here tonight.
That's right. You're going to have to set that thing outside to cool off when this is all said and done.
And again, you know, the Rockets, if they can get fouled here, have the double bonus. So, you know, you hit 2 shots, you know, it's be a little more comfortable here. But Raiders have to come down and try to make their 3rd 3 in a row potentially. They want a chance at maybe tying it up or leading. So,
yep.
No,
yeah, they're going to have to play for turnover and foul.
So again, you only got 7 seconds too, so you don't really have much time to do a turnover.
Yeah, you're going to have to get the turnover off the inbound or foul.
And the Raiders don't have any timeouts. Rockets have 1, so if the Rockets get in trouble, they can call something here. Again, Finkenbein fouled immediately. 5.1 on the clock. And Coach Borcher's going to trade a little defense for offense here as Quinter checks in at the scores table. Again, the Rockets have played this whole entire overtime without Isaiah Masteller.
And he had a hot hand early. He was draining threes.
A couple of nice behind-the-back passes.
Yep.
Finkenbein connects, gets a friendly roll.
Shooter's roll, yep.
Santa says, here you go.
8 of 11 now from free throw line are the Rockets.
26 points and big here. Rockets are going to empty everyone out to play it safe. And Finkenbein connects. Might put this game on ice. You see the Raiders dart immediately up in the forecourt. Quinter going to hand it off to Monin. And it's just time's going to expire, and the Anna Rockets pull off the victory against the Rooster Raiders in overtime, 77-73. We'll come back after commercial break. Give me the final stats of the wrap-up player of the game here next on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Today's game is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney Uglaze Audiology, NKTelco.
We're back here at Rushi Claire Cedavo Gymnasium on the NKTelco broadcast, brought to you by Grand Lake Health System. It was a great one. It ended in overtime. The Anna Rockets come out on top, victorious 77-73. Here with the final stats, Mr. Scott Fry.
All right, let's talk about the visiting Anna Rockets. Total field goals, 27 of 44 on the night. From outside the arc, 14 of 24. Free throws, big difference down the stretch here, 9 of 12. Super important. In fact, we didn't have any free throws till the second half. They pulled down 19 boards and committed 16 turnovers. On the Russia side of the ledger, 31 of 47 shooting tonight, 6 of 13 beyond the arc, 5 of 8 from the charity stripe, 17 rebounds, and 22 turnovers.
And again, there's a great one. It was a back and forth battle there. A lot of players to see a deep three there from McCain Finkenbein, and he is our player of the game. 27 points, the difference. He was the straw that stirred the drink, hitting shots from deep NBA range, and well deserving of our player of the game, Scott.
Sure enough, absolutely. And once again, he lit it up. I saw him in Minster. He was over 30. He was 27 here tonight. Just took him a little while to get going, but while he was percolating, they had Isaiah Masteler kind of holding down the three-point shooting the Rockets did in the first half, and then Isaiah fouled out in the fourth period.
And again, the Rockets will advance to 6-1. Their season the Raiders will drop to 2-5, and more importantly for Anna, they keep pace at the top of the Shelby County League with only one loss now. They're trailing league leader Bokkins, who's undefeated. They're in that second place slot. So big win for Anna to keep tracking the SCAL race here. And that'll do it for us here tonight from Russia Claire Sunivo Gymnasium. We'd like to thank our director, Scott Robinson, assisted by Bryce Hamrick. On camera, Jacob Johns. For Scott Fry, I'm Brandon Codeman. For a final time here from Russia's Claire Sunivo Gymnasium, it's the Anna Rockets 77 and the Russia Raiders 73. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to NKTelco Sports, and we'll see you here next time.